Okay, yeah, my name is Danny Moore. I'm co-owner of Stoopid Burger. Founded Stoopid Burger in 2014. We started off as a food cart. Now we just moved into a brick and mortar. About 7 months in, everything is going great. I was born in Portland, Emmanuel Hospital. I'm a Portland native, man. Northeast Portland. I went to Woodlawn Elementary, Fabian Elementary, and then I ended up going over to Whitaker Middle School, which is no more. They tore it down, and from there I went over to Grant High School, class of 2004. I started cooking around 9 years old, man. I've been in the kitchen. I used to work over at Nelson's Barbecue, and cooking has always been a passion for me. I even cooked at home, man. I took orders. My mom friends come over, late night and during the day and stuff. I would cook for them and charge them. So yeah, man, it's been in my blood since early. Cooking came from watching my mom in the kitchen and my grandma and a couple of my aunties, and I took it on. So just like you said, man, there was gangs around, and you went to Benton, I went to Grant, and in between there is Jeff, and I'm African American, young black man in Portland, Oregon. Between the early 90s and 2000s, gang activity was retarded, man, crazy. And to set myself apart, I kind of thought that lifestyle was kind of glamorous at first until, one of my good friends was taken away. You know what I'm saying? And I just, even right before then, like, my mom was always riding me tough. I didn't have a dad around, so, my mom always rode me tough, and she just kept it real with me. Let me know that, gangs is like Russian roulette. Like, why play with your life? You only get one, so why play with your life? So I'm like, I really didn't understand what that meant until, a tragedy happened, and little tragedies happened on the way to the build-up, but I didn't really understand it until, that happened. So with that, to set myself apart, I said, how can I make a difference in my community without being the difference? You know what I mean? Without being that negative impact. Just do something positive so the kids can see you do something positive. Like, it's easy to be caught up in being a follower. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a gang leader and lead them on the wrong path. I said, let me do something that's gonna make kids be like, I want to be like him in a positive way. So back in 2006, I enrolled in culinary school, and then I graduated around 2007. And from there on, man, I just tried to stay positive. To be a black restaurant entrepreneur, owner here in Portland means everything, because it shows that, for one, that we can do anything. Obama already showed us that being black, you can do anything. But to touch more home, to show kids that look like me, that came up like me, or came up like you, what I mean, that we're so close that you don't have to be white to be a business owner, to be in corporate America. You can be dark skinned, and you can come from a background of people that made mistakes. You know what I mean? And it'll be worth something. You know what I mean? Like the newspapers and the magazines and all that, it helps. But just waking up, coming here every day, and seeing the smile on people's faces, and having everybody else enjoy my passion, it means the world. That's the world to me. My kids love it. They get to see their dad, you know what I mean, and everybody enjoy what's going on around here. Same for John. If I'm speaking for John, like, John has kids and cousins and relatives and friends with kids, and we're from the community where we don't have too much. So just to keep this one entity in the community, it means the world to Portland to me. What kept me grinding to figure out what I was gonna do, because my first love was basketball. You know what I mean? And that was taken away from me through an injury. And like my mom told me when I was young, she had big she didn't have big dreams for me, but she saw in me that, yo, this kid is gonna do something big with his life. And, you know, by telling me that, installing that into me, you know, kept me grinding and never stopping, because I worked in a lot of restaurants and I've had a whole bunch of, you know, jobs, not career, but jobs, and the passion just for life, and, you know, wanted to be somebody and figure it out is what just kept me grinding. The everyday grind, like, you know, if you believe in a higher power, you know, you would sometimes sit, think, meditate, and, you know, and ask, like, you know, what am I here for? What's my purpose? You keep asking, and he gonna put it in front of you. They're gonna show it to you. And he showed me plenty of times, like I said, you can't measure success by money, but I had a lot of dreams, man, where I had millions of dollars under my bed. It felt like it was right there in front of me, at my access, and it was like, okay, well, how do I reach down and grab this money so I can, you know, I can be able to do whatever I want to do. And he's giving it to me because I've done everything I wanted to do, man. I've traveled the world, I've seen a lot of stuff, and it's only the beginning. Yeah, man, them young bucks, man, that stuck. This should show them that, you know, open up your mind and be creative, and look past the bullshit, man. Look past the gang violence. Look past, you know, the statistics. Look past that, you know, that you just have to become a barber, or you have to become, you know what I mean, a car salesman. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against none of those guys, because those are great jobs too. Because I wanted to be a barber one day, you know what I mean, before in my life, but it just shows that you don't have to be categorized or put in one box. You know what I mean? It shows that, you know, that you can be whatever you want to be, man. If you want to be a restaurant owner, you know what I'm saying, dig down into your mind, into your palate, and pull out a restaurant, come on. Man, that's the tough part, man. The work and the personal life is tough, because when you got 4 kids and a wife, and then you have a business, even though I have a business partner, we both can only be here so much at a time. And I gotta be with my family a lot of the time too, and then sometimes I miss out on things, but that's all a part of the grind. You know, you gotta grind tough now, so later on, we make it successful, we can fall back a little bit. So you gotta grind hard, no sleep, man, no sleep. Everybody think that you can go to sleep, it's no sleep. 365, no days off, grind hard, man. You can sleep when you die. You know what I'm saying? So you grind hard now, and we can play hard later. That's how I go. So my kids understand that too. So I do a lot of talking to them and letting them know, like, yo, you gotta grind. School, you wanna play sports, you gotta grind now, because if you work hard now, it'll be easy for you later on. Look at LeBron. Even though I give him a lot of grief, man, he grinds hard. I look at him, Mayweather, you know, Michael Phelps, those guys, and I like sports because it's not easy to be a professional athlete. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that's been cut short, that just couldn't make it. You know what I mean? And they were probably great too, but they just wasn't good enough. That work ethic and that potential was a little shorter. So that's why you got to give not 100, not 110 or 102. You got to give 130% every time. I want to leave, man, my legacy. My legacy is my kids, my foundation. I want to leave them, man, with the world. Give them a better opportunity than I had. Because, you know, as that saying, people say we came from the mud. Nah, I mean, I came from the concrete. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the South up here. It's a little different. I have cousins and stuff in the southern states, and that's coming from the mud to me. Up here, it's a little different because we're a little bit more privileged, but at the same time, less privileged because of like our skin color and everything that we stand for. And there's no silver spoons around here. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple people I know that had it better because, you know, they come from 2-parent households, or their grandparents and stuff laid a foundation for them, which is great. But I didn't come from that. So coming from the concrete, man, it's like putting a seed in the concrete. How does that grow? Watch me. You know what I mean? Just watch me. We're gonna keep progressing, and the legacy for my kids, man, is to leave something for them that they can help build, that'll give them a stepping stone for them and their kids, so they can have it just a little bit easier than we had it. That's it. People can find us over at 2329 Northeast Gleason. Look for the Big Burger, man. It's a Big Burger up there. He gonna zoom it in for you. And then I put it on my arm. I got it tatted.
Hold on, let me get
I got it tatted, man. So every time you see that burger, you know it's us. It's Stoopid. 2 O's, not UPID, man. STOOPID, and that's 2329 Northeast Gleason, Portland, Oregon.